Hi everybody, welcome back to another ASUS ROG Ally video, and in this one I'm going to show you something that I think is pretty amazing, and that is we're going to do a bit of a gameplay demo of Arma 3. Now remember, this ASUS ROG Ally I have here, that ASUS UK have been kind enough to lend me for a few weeks, is the non-extreme version. And what I've done here is I've plugged it into my dock. I've got a normal dock that I use my Steam Deck in this, so it's a USB-C type dock. In fact, if I lift up, you might be able to just see the top of it there. There's the kind of the lead that goes down, and the dock is kind of the Ally sort of sits into it. And in the back of there, I've got a little dongle to which my cordless mouse and keyboard are plugged in. Because obviously this is Arma 3. It doesn't have proper controller support. There's stuff out there that you can use, but really it's mouse and keyboard. So what I want to show you here in this video is Arma 3 running. I remember we're going to be at 15 watts TDP. And I don't think we've got boost mode on either. Yeah, boost mode is off. We're at 15 watts performance. So we're in handheld mode. And the use case scenario for this, I think, is you're a massive Arma 3 fan, say, and you want to play Arma 3 at work or on holiday or something like that, and you can't take a laptop, but what you can take with you is your ROG Ally and a wireless keyboard and mouse and your dock, so that you can play it there, because you're such a big Arma fan that you must be able to play it. And what's really special as well is because this is a Windows 11 PC, the ROG Ally is basically, it's a Windows PC, is the fact that you can run mods. So what I've done, you can just about see it here in the launcher, maybe you can just about see it there. I've got simple single player cheat menu, because it's very important that, because although you can run Arma 3 on the Steam Deck, and actually I think they may well have fixed the bug that's meant the launcher didn't work properly. Everything in Arma 3 on something like the ROG Ally works just the same as it does on your PC, and that's very important. So let's go into, so here we go. So this is Arma 3. I'm in the pause menu now. I'm doing the infantry scenario because I always think this is a good one to go at. And if we just go into the options, just have a look at the video options just so we can see we've got sort of everything at standard, picture-in-picture low. Now, the trick, I think, to get the non-extreme version of the ROG Ally performing nicely is you change the display from a 1080p display to a 720p display. And then you knock it down to 60 hertz as well, maximum. That way you're not putting anywhere near the same amount of stress on the GPU CPU combination, the APU I think you call them, that's inside this thing. And I think what that means, I could be wrong about this, but I think what that means is that especially at 15 watts when it's in handheld mode, so it's not attached to a mains power supply, the performance you get then is actually pretty astounding. And one of the best things about the ROG Ally, and this is the non-extreme and the extreme version, is this screen. This is a variable refresh rate screen. It's LCD, it's not OLED, but it is fantastically crisp, sharp. And because it's variable refresh rate, it makes even low frame rates look good. So as you can see, so we got the settings down low. Now what we're going to do, let's quickly bring up the map and loads. So I just want to show you the fact that we've got cheats. So we're just going to have to get rid of the real-time modder. Let's turn that off. Right, so we can actually click that. Just to show you that cheats work. Well, not cheats work, that invincibility enabled, infinite ammo enabled, virtual arsenal open. Let's go in here and let's, on my gun, let's put one of those, and then let's put a suppressor on it. Let's close that. So now I've got a different gun, and let's run into action now. So let's turn on the frame counter so that you can see that. There we go. So you should be able to see the top of the screen, sort of there. We're getting sort of 60 frames a second. So let's go to first person. And what you find is on these little handhelds, like the Steam Deck or the ROG Ally, because the screens are so small, they get amazing performance and look great even at very low resolutions that you probably wouldn't, wouldn't accept in other situations. I mean, this looks great, doesn't it? This would be, if you were doing this, on your lunch break at work or on holiday or something like that, you would be very happy with that. I love the way he says that. Concentrate your fire down the valley. Come on, Wizard. Here we go, buds. Let's do this. Let's go fully auto. Grenade. You must hit the village now. Look at this. I mean, it's hard to believe that Arma 3 is over 10 years old, isn't it? 2013 it came out. And as you can see, on this little handheld Windows PC, it is performing exceptionally well. Now, I'm not saying that if you play Prairie Fire, you're going to get 60 frames a second, or you're probably, you're probably going to get like 20 frames a second. But, for casual PvE, sort of almost like single player gameplay, there we go. Oh, there's loads of them. Now, obviously, I have got immortality on. I should be dead by now, but I just really wanted to kind of give you an idea of what Arma 3 runs like on the on the ASUS ROG Ally non-extreme version. And obviously, we've got wireless and keyboard and mouse plugged in, but as you hope you can appreciate, now, it looks and runs very, very nicely indeed, and I am very, very impressed. Tell you what, the more I have used the ROG Ally non-extreme version, the more impressed I've been with it. It really does. It's a combination, I think, of the screen and the controls. The disadvantage with it is probably the biggest thing is battery life, because it doesn't have the battery life of the Steam Deck. The thing that the ROG Ally is fighting against is the fact that it's one of its biggest strengths is the fact that it's a Windows PC, and one of its biggest weaknesses is the fact that it's a Windows PC, and Windows isn't simply optimized for gaming handhelds. I mean, it's not even that well optimized for laptops, is it, and things like that. So with the small batteries that they can fit in this sort of thing, then it is a little bit challenged. But as far as everything else goes, I wish they had this screen in the Steam Deck. I would swap it for the OLED any day. So there we go. That's Arma 3 running on the ASUS ROG Ally non-extreme version, and hopefully you're as impressed as I've been. Anyway, that's enough from me. What do you think? Put your questions in the comments down below, and of course I will see you again soon.